Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Redstone9X here, and welcome back to another command block tutorial video. Now today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do tracking chip commands in Minecraft. And what I mean by that is that this command will allow you to just summon in a special item that let's just say you're able to plant on any player or mob and be able to track them no matter how far they go. Well, until they're out of your render distance. Now, before I go into more detail on how this command works, guys, you know the drill. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, let's begin today's video. Okay, guys, so here are the commands right here. So it's just a simple bit of commands right here. And here are the 3 items to making this work. And as always, all of these commands here will be in the description down below so you guys can copy and paste them into your world later on. Now, let's begin. So first off, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. So we first need Tracking Sonar, the Tracking Chip, and then we got the Tracking Chip Disabler. So I'm going to flip this on, and I'm going to show you what the thing looks like. So these tracking chips are actually baby axolotls who don't really make a sound, but they do have AI. But the deal is that if they get too close to it, then it's going to attach to you. And basically how this works is that that's where the tracking sonar comes in. So when it comes on, it basically makes any players or mobs glow when the axolotls attach to them. So basically you can pretty much track a creeper from, let's say, from way over here. Like if I put an axolotl or a tracking chip there and I bring out the sonar, look at that. I can literally see the creeper from all the way over here because of its glowing effect. So again, this will pretty much work as far as you can see in your render distance. So if it becomes out of your render distance range, you cannot see it anymore. So pretty much you have to be, I don't know, just in a decent length from the target and you. And again, this could be a pretty cool way for you to make sure you don't lose your mob. So let's say if you... Hold on, let me get rid of this. So basically, like, let's say for example, if you find a horse, but you don't have a saddle or the inventory room to put one. So you could basically just slap one of these tracking chips on the horse, so that you can pretty much come back and find it later. Assuming the horse is not too far from your location. If it is, then you may have to get a lead and then drag it somewhere. And stuff like that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool way for you to not lose your animals or even mobs that you're trying to hunt down. Oh, and when you want to get rid of them, you just need to hold this special berry block called the Tracking Chip Disabler, and look at that. The axolotls basically disappear, thus disabling the tracking chips. So now that you've seen that, let me show you the commands for it. So all of these you should be familiar with when you start at the beginning. So these first 2 activate the tracking chip. So it's basically when the snowball named tracking chip is selected, it's going to run execute as an E-type snowball inside the brackets here. Add S run summon Minecraft area underscore effect underscore cloud with the 3 squiggly brackets, and then inside, sorry, with the squiggly lines, and then inside these squiggly brackets we got duration, colon 2 seconds, comma tags, colon, brackets, quotation marks, mob underscore spawner. So that's the first bit. And here's the same thing, except when you come all the way over here, just basically means when the snowball is selected, and when you throw it on the ground, it's going to summon the special axolotl with the squiggly line. So it's basically a baby axolotl that's invulnerable, persistent, silent, and has the custom name Tracking Chip. So that's those 2. And now this one controls the tracking chip. So it's basically execute, add E, inside these brackets, type equals, exclamation mark item, that means not, so that means no items, and then name equals, exclamation mark, tracking chip with quotation marks. So basically means that it won't affect the tracking chips or the baby axolotls themselves. And then we got this won't affect axolotls in general at all either. And now we got run TP at E type equals axolotl named tracking chip from distance equals 0.2 comma limit 1. So this means if mobs come in within a 2-block radius of it, it's going to have the axolotl attached to them. And the limit, basically, that the axolotls cannot just switch targets when mobs get close to each other. So it's going to limit the axolotls to just being attached to one mob at a time, or player. With up arrow with 2, and then up arrow again. So that's how you get the axolotls to attach to your target. Now this one over here just activates the Tracking Sonar. So it's basically when the special compass named Tracking Sonar is selected, it's going to run execute at E type axolotl named tracking chip, and then run effect give at E name equals not tracking chip distance equals 0.2 and then glowing 1. Oh, sorry, glowing 2. So basically, that means that it's only going to affect the mob that is like attached to it. If the distance wasn't there, then it would have basically do glowing to every mob when it's attached to one. So we don't want that. And now here's the simple command for the tracking chip disabler. So basically, when the barrier block or barrier name tracking chip disabler selected, is going to run this kill at E name equals tracking chip. And that's basically how this command works. So again, it's a pretty useful tool for you to keep track of any mobs or any players that you need to hunt down. And yep, that is pretty much tracking chip commands in Minecraft. And that is going to wrap up for today's video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. And also, if you were wondering what this is, it was just basically a little miniature tank I made to put some axolotls in there just because. I thought it'd be a nice touch. Anyway, apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next week in the next one. Goodbye.